Rejection. It's one of the most difficult emotions we experience as human beings. That moment when someone says, "You're not good enough," whether in words or actions, cuts straight through our confidence. It leaves us second guessing, doubting, overthinking everything we believed about ourselves. Maybe you didn't get that job you were perfect for. Maybe your relationship ended without closure. Or maybe your passion project, the one you poured your soul into, got ignored or ridiculed. But what if I told you rejection isn't the villain here? What if I told you it's actually the greatest hidden gift life gives us? Because when you truly understand rejection, not just survive it, but master it, you unlock an unstoppable power within yourself. You stop depending on others for validation. You start building something so resilient, so strong, that not even failure can shake it. Let's begin with this: not all closed doors are locked. And not all open doors lead where you're meant to go. Rejection often feels like a door slamming shut in your face. You may knock, plead, and try to push your way in. But the truth is, sometimes, that rejection is saving you. Saving you from a life not aligned with your growth, your values, your destiny. When you're rejected from something, be it a person, job, or opportunity, it's natural to take it personally. But if you zoom out, think bigger, you might see that life is redirecting you to something more fitting. Something that aligns with who you really are. Take J.K. Rowling, for instance. Her Harry Potter manuscript was rejected 12 times by publishers who thought it wouldn't sell. If she'd taken those rejections to heart and given up, the world would have lost one of its most iconic stories. But she didn't stop. Because rejection wasn't the end, it was a test of how much she believed in her vision. Think about your own life. What was that one rejection that shattered you? Sit with it for a moment. Reflect. Was it truly the best thing for you? Or were you just trying to force a square peg into a round hole? Rejection isn't punishment. It's redirection. No, from the world is often a yes from life nudging you in a better direction. And here's a deep truth: when you stop chasing what's not meant for you, you make space for what is. But rejection does more than just redirect. It reveals something deeper: what you truly value. There's something about rejection that exposes your inner world. When you're rejected, you're forced to confront why it hurts so much. And often, the answer is more profound than you expected. Rejection uncovers your buried values, unspoken dreams, and insecurities. That's painful, but it's also powerful. For example, if you apply for your dream job and get turned down, the pain you feel isn't just about the position, it's about the purpose, passion, or validation you thought it would give you. In that uncomfortable space, you gain clarity. You start asking yourself, do I want this because I love the work, or because I want to prove something to others? That inner question reveals truth, and that truth can guide your next steps. Rejection also reveals your emotional needs. Say you've been rejected by someone you loved, the pain isn't just about them, it's about the meaning you attach to that connection. Maybe you saw that person as your escape from loneliness or your proof that you're lovable. By noticing what hurts and why, you take back control. You stop assigning your worth to external situations and begin to operate from internal truth. And here's the irony: once you understand what you truly value, you become more aligned with your authentic self. You make better decisions. You pursue goals that come from your core, not from fear or performative reasons. But rejection doesn't just reveal, it also builds something crucial inside you: emotional resilience. Every time you face rejection and get back up, something shifts. You grow stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. This resilience is your ability to withstand emotional storms without breaking. We often try to avoid rejection at all costs. We stay quiet instead of speaking up. We settle for less to avoid hearing no, but here's the truth: if you never face rejection, you never stretch your emotional limits. And if you never stretch, you never grow. Think of emotional resilience like building a muscle. It doesn't happen through comfort, it happens through challenge, resistance, and recovery. Psychologically, each time you experience rejection and come through it, you rewire your brain. You teach your nervous system that discomfort doesn't equal danger. You stop catastrophizing every no and start treating it as useful feedback. Here's a practical way to build this muscle. Deliberately expose yourself to small rejections. Ask for discounts. Pitch an idea to someone out of your league. Share your work publicly. These little no's build your resistance and, over time, lessen the sting and strengthen your courage. Rejection is a storm, but resilience is your umbrella. It doesn't stop the rain, but it keeps you moving. And the more you keep moving, the more confident you become, not because you are always accepted, but because you know you can keep going even when you aren't. Beyond resilience, rejection pushes you to improve and adapt. It's a form of feedback. Though it feels personal, rejection is rarely about your worth. It's information about timing, presentation, or fit. Writers, actors, musicians, they face rejection constantly. The best among them use it to sharpen their craft. Every no becomes a mirror reflecting where they can grow. The same applies to job seekers, entrepreneurs, or anyone building something meaningful. When your idea is rejected, ask yourself, was it the wrong timing? Wrong pitch? Wrong audience? These questions transform rejection into strategy. Your ego wants to say, they didn't choose me, so I must not be good enough. But growth says, they didn't choose me. What can I learn? This mindset shift is everything. Even in relationships, when someone rejects you, it's easy to spiral into feelings of unworthiness. But often, their rejection reflects their fears, timing, or misalignment with your values. You can still grow from it without absorbing it as self-blame. Let rejection refine you, not define you. Use it as a tool for improvement, not a weapon against yourself. You are evolving, and every rejection sharpens your vision until it becomes clearer and stronger. Finally, rejection teaches you to create your own validation. Most of us spend life chasing external approval, wanting others to say, you're good enough. But when you've been rejected enough times and survived, you begin to realize something profound. You don't need anyone's permission to believe in yourself. This is where true freedom begins. When the world says no, and you keep going, you build an internal compass. You become someone who doesn't quit just because others don't see your value. This inner validation is rare but magnetic. People who validate themselves aren't arrogant, they're stable, grounded, and focused. Take Elon Musk as an example. He was rejected by dozens of investors, criticized publicly, laughed at. But he didn't stop because his vision came from within. His validation wasn't for sale. Ask yourself, am I chasing someone's approval, or am I choosing my path even if no one claps for me? Once you stop fearing rejection, you become unstoppable. You create your own value, your own story, and your own self-worth. That kind of power can't be taken away. Rejection is painful, no one enjoys it. But when you see it for what it truly is, a teacher, not a tormentor, you begin to transform. You start welcoming rejection as a filter, not a failure. It filters out what's not for you so you can focus on what is. It shows you what you value. It builds your resilience. It helps you grow. And most importantly, it teaches you to stand tall without applause. So the next time life tells you, no, don't break. Don't shrink. Smile gently and say, thank you. Because that, no, just might be your biggest yes in disguise. That's it, simple but powerful. If you felt something shift, even slightly, know that you're already on your healing journey. These small insights make a big difference. Thanks for watching our video. If it inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your journey starts now, and we are here for every step.